back. You're still watching evibes, the entertainment show on Signature TV. And this segment, we have an interesting guest. He is a comedian. And we'll be talking about the evolution of comedy so far. Because, of course, we know how comedy has evolved. So we'll be talking about that evolution with Osiafe Kevin. And his popular name and his stage name is Whale Mouth. Hello, Whale Mouth. Can you hear me?
Thank you for having me.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Thank you. I can hear you clearly. Thank you for having me.
Okay. Thanks for joining us. So, quick question, a little bit about yourself, okay? Tell us why you chose comedy as, should I call it a contemporary career? But tell us why you chose comedy though.
Okay. First of all, my name's Usiawe Kelvin. I'm an Ugeli boy from Delta State. I currently reside in Lagos. Growing up, I actually wanted to become a reverend father, a Catholic priest. So the point that I went to a minor seminary, you know. But while in the seminary, we were given the opportunity to express all the creative things that we can do. And I discovered that I was actually, you know, moving towards stand-up comedy because as at that time, the early 2000s, where the Night of a Thousand Laugh was very popular. Every household had
Okay.
a CD plate of Night of a Thousand Laugh, you know. And then in the seminary, I was actually, I can't dance, I can't sing. I can only act the drama. I was in the drama department and also give some of the jokes that I've watched on Night of a Thousand Laughs. And I say them so funny and, add my own mangia and salt to it. So gradually I discovered that, I think this is what I can do. That was how I gave myself the name Whale Mouth. And I told myself, I'm not going to become a Reverend Father again. I will be a comedian. So from that moment, I chose comedy and I continued on that path, even going to the university. While schooling, I was doing comedy till today. It's the comedy that we're still doing, my sister.
Why is this switch for me?
This is a lot. You wouldn't. It's not something
You won't even believe it, honestly, especially when you see him on stage.
Yes, it's not something you easily think of like that.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. So can you tell us a bit how you think the Nigerian film industry, Nollywood, has influenced comedy in Nigeria?
So comedy is part of the Nollywood industry put together because whether you like it or not, it is theater. Stand-up comedy is a part of theater. Is a part of an art. It's an art on its own. The only difference is for movie, you have to record and edit and all of that, and it comes out as a perfect picture. But for stand-up, you're on the spot. The crowd is there, you stand in front of them, and you make them laugh, you make them happy. So whether we like it or not, it is intertwined because a lot of times the comedian is an actor, a writer, and everything put together on stage. So what I do on stage is a film on its own. Look, I'm telling you a story, and you are laughing, and in your head you are creating the images and the of everything I'm telling you on that stage. So it means that I'm giving you a movie as well. But this time I am actually saying the movie to you, and you're using your head to imagine all that I am saying. So it is intertwined, it is together, and a lot of comedians, a lot of us have actually used several ideas from movies, from the Nollywood movies, to make our jokes. And they too, in return, have also used some of our jokes to make movies. You know, I'm talking
True.
about great time because even the skits you are seeing today, A lot of the skits are jokes that have been made from stand-up performances over the past years. So
Mm.
it is intertwined. We share ideas together. We get inspired from every everybody. Like, the fact that you are in the creative space, a lot of ideas can actually come. While you're seeing a movie, an idea will come. While you're watching a comedian as a filmmaker, an idea can also come. You get, so it is intertwined. And
Yeah.
the good thing is, a lot of comedians, I swear, are now venturing into filmmaking. So we have the likes of AY with 30 Days in Atlanta and several
Mm-hmm.
movies. Merry Men, I happened to feature in the Merry Men. I was a police officer there. Then, and I swear, you see a lot of actors that are also comedians, I swear. So the likes of the late Mr. Ibu was also a stand-up comedian because he could come on stage and make people laugh. Okay Bakassi is a perfect example of both worlds. He's a prolific actor, very good at acting and also a stand-up comedian. And you see the likes of the TV series and the sitcoms owned and shot by comedians, the Flatmates, AY Creed. I did one in 2020, 2021. That's the Police HQ series. And a lot of these contents go on YouTube and everything. So whether we like it or not, comedy is part of the film industry.
Okay. Interesting, interesting. Okay, so you said something about comedians being a script writer, and of course, most of them are actors. Like you said, Mr. Ebo, the likes of Mr. Ebo, and the rest of them. So I want to know, how do you think social media has helped comedy to evolve drastically?
So one, it has social media has done its good things, and also there are some setbacks as well. So, for example, currently I'm in Kanu, and now that I'm in Kanu, I
Okay.
came for a show to perform. Now, proud before the time of social media, hmm, I could perform in Lagos, and the jokes I made in Lagos, I could use them for the rest of the year, going to several places, several cities, performing those same jokes, and they will sound so new and fresh to those people that are not in Lagos. But now, what social media will do now is, as you're performing in Lagos, the whole of Nigeria have seen that your performance. So that joke, when you come to Kanu, you may not be able to say that joke again because they already know about it, or
Yeah.
they've watched it on your page, on your social media platform already. So when you say make that joke again, they tell you, oh, you are repeating yourself or you're repeating jokes. They forget that, okay, I said that to a totally different audience. Now the good part of the social media is the ability for me to be in
Audience.
Lagos be heard all over the world.
Mm.
I can actually now post a video or do a performance at somewhere in Lagos or in Abuja, and the video goes viral and it's having 10 million views, 20 million views. Now, for that, the ability to be monetized, for that content to be monetized. So the social media monetization platforms is now a blessing because now I can actually do a show in Lagos, sell tickets in Lagos for Lagos people to attend. The recording of that performance, I put it on YouTube and it's getting millions of streams and I am earning from it. So that is the advantage of the social media on it. Now, another disadvantage is you are in Lagos performing, your video is all over Nigeria. Somebody in Cotonou is already using your materials because they watch the video online and they are using those jokes in Cotonou or in Sierra Leone or Liberia or in the UK. Eventually, when you get to UK, you want to say your jokes that you created. You know, it looks like somebody have said all these things before you came. So whether we like it or not, it has the good side of it and the bad side of it. But however it is, we'll always look how we can always, manage what we have and make a better use of it. So social media, whether we like it or in a nutshell, it is a blessing because it has made us to earn more, to become more popular, and to be seen at
Yeah.
the same time all over the world on real time. That is the most important part. We are communicating now because of social media.
True.
So still on this topic of social media, now there's been a rise of content creators that obviously in a way entertain us, and there are some that make us laugh. Yeah, of ones like Lai
Yeah.
Wasabi, Nasty Black, and a number of them that are not necessarily comedians, do you get? But
But
they make
content
us laugh. Content
creators.
creators, and they make us laugh. So at what point, like, is there a distinction between content creating and being a comedian? At what point can this person say, I'm a comedian and not
Yeah.
just a content creator?
So first of all, uh, anyone that makes people laugh is a comedian, because the primary job of a comedian is to create humor. However, that humor is being expressed is what will not differentiate the style of comedy you're doing. So comedy, everybody, the content creators, in as much as you're making people laugh, you are a comedian. There are some content creators that I won't place as comedians. So for example, Apricot Doctor is not a comedian. He's a medical content
Is a
creator.
doctor.
True.
Yes. So, but anyone that you watch the content and the intent is to make you laugh, you are a comedian. However, stand-up comedy is on its own. Content creators are on their own. They're the ones that so they do. Like I said, Ikem Owo is a comedian because all through his life, the movies he does are comedy movies. Ake and Popo, these people, you can classify them as comedians, but they are not stand-up comedians. Now, for
Okay.
stand-up comedian, you have to be on the stage to do your act. For a content creator, you have to take your camera light, ring light, you set up and you edit. That's a whole bunch of work. So for every of these people, there's so much work that goes into it. But the intent is to make the audience laugh. The good thing about uh, content creator is the audience is not live. It is not right there with them. It is not on a spontaneous thing or on the spot thing. So whatever they create, they edit, they review before they post it, and the audience is at home. They don't. There's a comment section that will not tell if the audience are enjoying that particular content or not, or the views. But for a stand-up comedian, you are right there with your audience, so
Say
you face
whatever you
it
have to say.
once and for and you face it once and for all and go. So, however, whichever you are in, you're doing it. None of them is easy. All of them is difficult, and the good thing is the content creator came at the point where the social media whole thing came in, and it made uh, comedy easier for them because not everybody can do stand up. We have several funny
Yeah.
people who can do stand up, but they make people laugh, you know. So the good thing is, thank God for the social media that came, so that those that can't do stand up can actually fit in here, you know. Those that can't do other acting, become full actors, like in a long feature film, can do short skits and short sketches.
True.
All of us, we're
True.
all good, and everybody's
All
doing
right.
well.
So, well, Mal, so we're reviewing your video. I think you attended AY's comedy show earlier this year. So we'll be reviewing it for a few minutes, and you'll just talk us through it for like few minutes too. So we're playing the video
All
now.
right. Okay.
Put your hands together for the one, the only, Web Mouth! Because, is it? Yeah. And wow, this guy just come here, come talk in Cameroon problem. You don't know the one we dey face for here. As you talk your president, oh, we go talk our own. Oh. Where do you know? You talk, you die. You don't talk, you die. Or you lose election, you not talk. Oh. You just travel. Eh? Tinubu is the only man that have defined the true meaning of he who laugh last, laugh best. Last year, now we dey laugh now. A balablu, bulaba, a town hall. Different. Shall we not see the difference? Dino na even sing. Leg they shake and they shake. Small economy where Baba shake. Now we dey find a bit of shaker. The country don't hard though. I beg, before I even talk about the economy of this country, I beg, make all those Tinubu spokesperson, make they rehearse before they come talk to us. Won't just come TV for our eyes. Say Tinubu don't sleep till 3 a.m. Now today awake. What if na Korean movie they watch? The country don't have. If you say now, if say now, no be Kubana with this billionaire. Papa don't they play sporty bet. Obi, Chelsea cut out today.
Okay, back to you, Wilbert. That's actually cracked me up, okay? But we don't have so much time to start asking you so much questions concerning that particular show. So at this point, I'll say thank you very much for joining us via Zoom from Kano, and enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you so much for having me. Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, so the show is a wrap for today. Join us same time tomorrow, same station.
1 p.m.
Yes. And follow us on all our social media platforms. Subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Yes, you have to subscribe now.
Now.
No.
Do it now.
And follow us on our social media platforms.
Yes,
I think
please.
she already said that.
I remain your baby girl, Queen Eto Konta. And
I've been Laramie Adeyemi.
have a lovely day. Bye.